Hello guys, so I'm here to give a class about geometric forms for sketching. Okay, as you can see in this picture, we have few shapes, few objects that the artist have drawn. In the case of the apple, in the left hand corner in the top, he has used a circle to create the shape of the apple, and then a square around the circle, showing the area where the limits of the drawing are going to be. And in the other cases, we can see how he has been using different shapes to help him draw things from nature or objects around the person. In this other case, we got a car that is very complex, but it's been simplified in cues. Now we got some shading techniques to help creating the illusion of volume. Okay, we got a few. You can choose the one you are more comfortable with. Okay, and the first one is blending. With blending, we create a grayscale, and then with our fingers or a piece of cloth, we blend it to create this illusion of that everything is, all that degrading. And then with hatching, we create this effect with lines. With cross hatching, is just a different techniques in which we are crossing the lines and a stipple. Well, you better be like very, very patient to use that technique. Okay, just choose what you feel more comfortable with. In this example, we got a blended shape cone and one done with hard lines. As you can see, the effect is very different. Okay, the blended one is very soft, very delicate, and then in the case of the hard lines, we got a very similar effect. It's just that it's a very different technique. You just have to decide what do you feel more comfortable with. Okay, and just experiment. Now we are going to see some examples through history. Okay, we got the case of Leonardo da Vinci, an artist from the Renaissance, and we can see that he mastered this blending technique here. In any of his drawings, we see that the blending is so soft and so delicate that you literally can't see the steps from the highlights to the shades, right? It's almost impossible. It's so delicate and beautiful. And now we got the case of Albrecht Dürer, which is completely different. We can see in the face of this chubby man, he's using the lines to create the sensation of volume by creating curves with the lines, and then he crossed the lines to create the effects of shades. Okay, he leaves the spacing wide to create effects of highlights, and then he increases the hatching. He adds more lines and thicker to create these shades. Thank you very much for watching. You can just see here the names of the other pictures.